Well, I'm back out on the road with some beautiful fog blowing in over the mountains. Gotta love Northern California. You never know what you're gonna go get. And the history out here is pretty deep. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna take a side road here and kind of get off the beaten path and see what I can get into over here. I have an interesting site that I hope is open, even though the pandemic is going on. But yeah, let's go check it out. And man, look at that! Isn't that beautiful? You just gotta love, well, not the sign, anyways, but gotta love the fog. NorCal, how I love thee! You're the best. Hey, how are you, everybody? It's me again. I'm out and about, trying to check out some new and interesting places. Like I mentioned before, when we were passing all that fog, there's some history out here, very close to San Francisco here in California, Colma to be exact. Just a lot of neat stuff up here, but one thing in particular I kind of wanted to come and check out. I hadn't seen it in a while. I am at the Hills of Eternity Memorial Park. That's right, all paths lead eventually to something similar like this. But listen up, it's gonna be cool. There's something in here I really want to show you, and I think you might find it to be kind of interesting, because a lot of people, I don't think they know that this is here. So hopefully it'll be of interest to you, and you can check it out and see what you think. So let's get inside and take a look. It's beautiful up there, and I'll show you around a little bit. Come on with me. Wow, look at this place. This has been here for a very long time. This entire area here is quite huge. This entire valley has been here. A lot of these cemeteries have been here since the 1800s, but what a magnificent building that is. You just don't see stuff like that anymore. And just the architecture alone is just phenomenal. Let's go take a closer look up at the top. I mean, would you look at this thing? Look at all the artistry and just the time and care that went into this. Everything nowadays is so, well, manufactured. And this is just, I find it to be quite beautiful. Just every little detail that they have. This building, as you can tell, as I mentioned, is not new and been here and will continue to be here for quite some time. All its inhabitants out now underneath the fog. Yeah, kind of apt for a graveyard to have such low fog, don't you think? If someone yells, "I'm coming to get you, Barbara," I'm out of here. You know, a lot of these graves here have been here for quite some time. This particular resident died 1895, June 1896. But they're spectacularly taken care of. Just a phenomenal, beautiful place to be. So well manicured. You can see down there the building I was just at. Walking a little bit deeper in, but just absolutely surrounded by a lot of the past and a lot of people who worked very hard in this area and all areas to give us the area that we're currently in and the history that we read about and appreciate so very much. So, oh wow, just fascinating, and it's immense, just immense. Now, once I finally get you to where I'm going, you know, I really hope you'll appreciate it as much as I do, because it's a big thing for me. It's a personality and human being that I like to follow, and just fascinated by the journey that he took on this planet. And yeah, look at this. Look at this. 1814. 1814. Come on now. That's crazy. But yeah, getting back to when we get there, I think you're really gonna be surprised who's here in Colma, right by San Francisco. So check it out. Give me a second, I'll get us over there eventually. This place is so big, I'm kind of lost. I'll get there. I hope I get there eventually. Let's hope that by the time I get there, I won't need a headstone myself. Good Lord, this place is massive. Once again, just wanted to give you a view of how massive this place is. Just snuggled between two mountain ranges in Colma. Just beautiful here. They take such great care. This is probably one of the nicest cemeteries I've seen in quite some time. Well, you know, I felt like I took the hike of my life coming through here, but you know what? I found it, and I wanted to reveal it to you now. Look at this. Look what I'm looking at here. Look at this. Wyatt Earp's grave. That's right, the Wild West Wyatt Earp. Here in Colma, laid to rest next to his wife, Josephine Sarah Marcus. Wyatt Earp, of course, died in 1929, and Josephine died in 1944. Whoa! Wow! Did you know it was here? Because not a lot of people do. It's pretty incredible to think that such a Wild West legend is laid to rest so close to where I live here in the Bay Area, and that all his stories and fame came to rest here. And if you look down, I know from time to time people bring flowers, but as you look down right now, you're gonna see a rolled old-timey cigarette, some coins so he can maybe get into a poker game, and of course, why not a couple bullets, one that looks spent. Fascinating. You know, Earp was such a huge figure in the Old West, you know, growing up in Iowa, moving around, ending up in Dodge City. Of course, Tombstone, we all know that, meeting his buddy. Come on now. You know, one interesting thing about our friend here, Mr. Earp, he never took a bullet, not once. And all the scrapes and fights and gambling and brothels and gambling casinos and everything that he did, never took a bullet, not even close. So pretty fascinating, all the things that he had been able to do. And his wife, of course, an actress, was of Jewish descent. Her family was wealthy. And of course, they laid her to rest and Wyatt Earp to rest here up in Colma at this cemetery years and years ago. And together they lay for eternity. You know, it just goes to show, you know, when Earp was younger and still back in Iowa, he got arrested several times, and his last arrest, I believe he was arrested in a brothel, drinking, causing problems. But they actually documented it. You can look at an article online. They say that his last arrest was well documented. They actually referred to him as an old offender, which was an old-timey saying for a loser, a town drunk, someone who just wasn't going to amount to much. Years later, when he started moving, met Doc Holliday, met his wife, and sought after the silver hits there in Tombstone and Dodge City, and following all that wealth, he created a legacy. And it's just amazing to me that one can come from such squalor and come back and make something of himself, finally meet somebody who he truly loves and would love the rest of his life, help clean up towns, and then eventually he went down to the Mojave Desert for the gold, to scratch out living and you know, keep the money flowing in for him and his wife so they could live well in Los Angeles. But upon his death, he was moved up here to the family plot, and just magnificent. What a story. And as you see, that nothing's so sacred as honor, and nothing so loyal as love. Well, I guess he believed that to the very end. He and his wife Josephine lived a long and happy life together. And here they are, quietly resting in one of the most beautiful areas I've seen in quite some time. Just amazing. Good for you, Wyatt. Good for you, Josephine. So there you have it. What a trip. I can't believe Wyatt Earp is buried here. What a fascinating story. What a beautiful cemetery. Were you shocked? Were you surprised? Did you know that he was here? I'll tell you what, awesome. But there you have it. Eternal Hills Memorial Park. A lot of people are here, some very notable, as you can see. But wanted to show you Wyatt Earp and to come and say hello. Maybe next time we'll bring him a shot of whiskey, huh? What do you think? Anyways, thanks for joining me on this, and I will talk to you guys again very soon. Hey, wait, before I go, I got one more thing to show you. Just kind of stumbled on this right now, and wow, again, wow, I think you'll like it. Check this out. As you can see in this beautiful, beautiful place, most tombstones, you know, are what you're accustomed to. You know, nothing too terribly spectacular, but look at this. Holy Toledo, look at this. Do you know who this is? Who lays to rest in here? You guys, the one, the only, Levi Strauss. That's right. Maker of all the jeans we've been wearing forever and ever and ever. Can you believe it? Right in there. Now that, that is some serious afterlife style. Bye, guys.